Good morning, class 10 students. As you know, we are doing coordinate geometry, and in this lecture, we will be doing section formula, the external division, internal division, and the derivation part we have already seen, but that's a difficult part. So you can understand it if you revise it 2 or 3 times. I'll just go through it one more time so that you understand how we derive that formula. So what we have to derive. Let's consider. Suppose we have point A and point B. This is suppose the coordinates are x1, y1 and the coordinates are x2, y2, right? And there is a point C. First we are doing internal division. So point C lies in between A and B, somewhere in between A and B. So suppose the coordinates of C are x comma y. Okay. So now we need to, and the ratio AC upon BC is m upon n. This is given to us. AC upon BC is m upon n. So the question is normally asked like this: what are the coordinates of C? So in order to find this, we will write like this: x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and y is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n, right? So where do you get this formula? That is called a derivation, but derivation is not asked. What is asked are the questions, but still we'll see what is the derivation so that you understand some part. Okay, so this formula we want to derive, and what are the basic things I will just revise. A is given x1 y1, B is given x2 y2, point C is given in between A and B. This is called internal division. So we are also given AC upon BC is m upon n. This ratio is given to us, and we need to find that what are the coordinates of x and y in terms of x1 x2 and y1 y2. So this is the basic. Now let's get started with the derivation part. So the derivation part starts with your coordinate axis. So you will have to write the x-axis and the y-axis, and this is the origin. So let's take this point as again A x1 y1, this point as B x2 y2, and this point as C x comma y, right? And what is given to us, AC upon BC is m upon n. This is given to us. Now how to derive? We will just write these, draw the parallel lines along x-axis and y-axis like this. Okay, so we'll get these two triangles, and these two triangles later on you will realize that they are called similar triangles. So, and right now you can do it by trigonometry, later on you can do it by similarity also. Just like you have congruency of triangles, you have similarity of triangles. So here you are having theta, and here also you are having theta. These two angles are equal because they are what, as you can see, they are with this transversal. These two lines are parallel to x-axis. So these are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are equal. So this is theta, this is also theta. Now let's find this. See, we need to find first in this diagram AC, and in this diagram BC. So I will take either sin theta or I will take cos theta. So if I take cos theta, suppose this point is D, so we will get AD upon BC, right? And suppose this is E, then this cos theta is again theta is same, so CE upon BC, right? This is AD upon AC, AD upon AC, and CE upon BC. Now just remove cos theta. What you will get? AD upon AC is equal to CE upon BC, right? AD upon AC is equal to CE upon BC. Now if you if you write this, you will get what you will get. You will get, if I take AC that side, I will get AD. I will get I want AD upon CE is equal to AC upon BC. Okay. Now this is very important. AC upon BC is m upon n. This is equal to m upon n. Now what is AD? AD is from here to here it is x, and this is x1. So x minus x1. What is C? From here to here it is x2, and it is from here to here it is x. x2 minus x is equal to m upon n. This is the most important result. x minus x1 is this AD, and x2 minus x is this CE. And once you get this result, now the section formula is derived. So you will cross multiply nx minus nx1 mx2 minus this is x, okay, so mx, something like this. So I'll bring it this side. So what I'll get, nx plus mx is equal to mx2 plus nx1, and then I will divide, take x common, m plus n is equal to mx2 plus nx1, and x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, right? So that's for x, and similarly you can get for y exactly same. So even when you are learning the formula, it is like this. For y it is m y2 plus n y1 m plus n. You will also learn this formula in terms of k when this is equal to k. Okay, this just gets transferred a bit. That formula becomes kx2 plus x1 upon k plus 1. So let's see how it becomes. If suppose 2 by 3 is the ratio. So when you are writing 2 by 3, you will write m is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3. But that is not the correct way. Sometimes we easily write let 2 by 3 be k. So let m by n be k. And this formula reduces to kx2 plus x1 upon k plus 1. How? Let's see. Suppose this is a formula. This is our formula that x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Okay. Now I divide numerator and denominator by n. What I get? M by n x2. This is n divided by n, so 1. M divided by n is m upon n plus 1. So m upon n is k. So I will get k x2 plus x1 upon k plus 1. So sometimes this is more easy to apply in questions rather than this one m and n, because here there are two variables m and n. Here there is only one variable k. Sometimes it is easy to learn it this way. Okay. So this is the formula for internal division. For external division, I will tell you what is the difference. The difference in external division is, suppose you have this point A, suppose this point is B. So in external division, the point C can either is not inside A and B, in between A and B. It is not in between A and B. It is lying either here or it is lying somewhere here. So you can consider, suppose it is here. Now you see that C is not between A and B, right? And suppose say somebody says find a point C which divides 2 3 and 1 5 in the ratio 5:2 internally and externally. So when he is saying 5:2 internally, C is here. When he is saying 5:2 externally, C is outside. So again the ratio which he is talking about is this only, that is AC upon BC. Even if it is outside, the ratio is 5:2, means it is like this, AC upon BC is 5:2. So C is outside. But when C is here, this ratio is 5 and this is 2. And when C is here, this ratio is 5 and this is 2. So when C is outside, this is called external division. So when you have this kind of formula, there is just one change in the formula. You know that what is x? X is mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. When it is lying inside, in between, internal division. For external division, just make minus here and minus here. That's it. This is the only difference you will make. So in place of plus n, you will write minus n, right? So that is we can do this external division in detail also, but right now let's take some questions so that you understand. So the question is like, okay, find the coordinates of point which divides the line segment joining points 3, 5 and 7, 9 in the ratio 2:3 internally. So first we will do one question here. The point is, this is the point 3, 5, okay. Another point is 7, 9, and the ratio is 2:3. So we need to find some coordinate C whose ratio is 2:3. And how will you find? So let the coordinate be x comma y. So x is equal to, this you can take m and this you can take as n. Okay. So m is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3. Okay. So now write like this: mx2 7 to the 14 plus nx1, cross multiply them like this. 3 3 is 9 upon 2 plus 3, that is 5. You will get what? 24 upon 5. Okay. For y1 we will write like this: 2 multiplied by 9, that is 18, plus 3 multiplied by 15 upon 5, so that is 33 upon 5. So the coordinates of point C are 24 upon 5 comma 33 upon 5. Right? This is how you do the calculation for internal division. So I hope that is very simple to understand, not at all difficult if you understand it this way, right? So this is our 9.2 and the question was, yeah, 23 upon 5, 33 upon 5. Okay. So we can also do the second question for external division. Okay, let's do the third question for external division. Prove that origin O divide the lines joining the points A 1 minus 3 and minus 3 9 in the ratio 1:3. That is easy, but let's do question number 2 first. So the question number 2 is of external division. Okay. For external division we have question number 2. The question is, find the coordinate which divide the line segment joining 5 comma minus 2 and minus 2 minus 3 by 2. This is minus 1.5. I am writing as minus 3 by 2 comma 4, and the point is outside. The ratio, it is 7:9. 7:9. I will make it this side. Why? Because it is always starting at AC upon BC. So BC is greater, AC is less. So this has to be this side. Doesn't matter. No need to draw the diagram. Just understand the formula remains the same. So let the coordinates be x comma y. So x is equal to what you will write, mx2. So what is m? M is 7. M is equal to 7 and this is n. So 7 into x2. x2 is this minus 3 by 2 minus, because it is mx2 minus nx1, 9 into 5 upon m minus n, 7 minus 9. We will get x is equal to minus 21 upon 2 minus 45 upon minus 2. Okay. This you can take the LCM and let's see what is the answer here. You will get minus, all the minuses are negative, so we can cancel them out by taking common. 21 by 2 and this I am taking LCM. This will become plus 90 and this is 2. Okay. So you will get 90 plus 21 is equal to 111 upon 4, something like this. So you can just convert this into the mixed fractions and you will get the answer as 27 3 by 4, because 27 4s are 108 plus 3. So that is okay, x coordinate. And similarly you want to get the y coordinate. The y coordinate comes like this. Start from here, y coordinate is equal to, start from here, what was the ratio? 7:9. Okay. 7 multiplied by 4, that is 28, minus 9 multiplied by minus 2. So 9 to the 18 plus 18 upon 7 minus 9. So that is 28 plus 18 is equal to how much? 46 upon minus 2. That is minus 23. So the x coordinate is 111 upon 4 and the y coordinate is minus 23. Right? So these were the answers. So you can try some more questions on this exercise and try to revise this topic. Right? There is one test also. Those who are doing the test, very well done. Some of the students who are done, they will be getting extra marks in the board before whatever we submit for the board exams. Those who are not doing the test, this is your time. Start doing the test. Okay. See you in the next video.